Shaker Heights, Solomon, you're on AM 1420, The Answer. Good morning. Go right ahead.
This is so outrageous. I hope those ICE agents are okay. Bob, who do you think has more stringent hiring requirements, ICE or McDonald's?
You're trying to make a point here with such an absurd question, but go ahead and make your point.
Yeah. If you have two arms and you breathe air, ICE will hire you to be an agent. I mean, what do you expect to have happen? You got a bunch of Proud Boys running around pretending they're ICE.
Do you have some evidence of that, Solomon? That Proud Boys are working for Immigration and Customs Enforcement?
You get the point.
No. You made the point. I want you to defend it. Where do you get such information?
It's like ICE is hiring morons to run around and cosplay as some kind of federal agency.
Okay. Help me out. Solomon, hold on. I'm not going to dismiss your argument until I give you a chance to defend it. So please tell me what information do you have to make that assertion that these are non-trained morons that have McDonald's level training that are working for ICE? Please present.
They're giving out like $100,000 bonuses to get people, and they have a bigger budget than most militaries around the world.
Okay, and what makes you think that the people who are applying to go work for ICE are morons and Proud Boys? You made that very declarative statement. Please back it up.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone's leaving their six-figure positions with Fortune 500 companies to go work for ICE.
Typically,
I'm sure Christy is only attracted. I'm sure.
Typically speaking, no. Typically speaking is not what we're doing here. You're making declarations of fact as if you have information, not just I'm sure that. Give me what you know as fact, please.
I'm sure Ice Barbie is only attracted.
You started out with I'm sure again. Give me what you know as fact. Can you identify a Proud Boy that has been hired by ICE?
Yeah, I know a guy named Joe Smith. He's a convicted axe murderer. And ICE just hired him to be an agent.
Yeah, you see, I think what we're finding out here through this conversation, Solomon, is that you, like every other radical leftist, have absolutely zero evidence to back up your ridiculous claims. You're suffering from Trump derangement syndrome, which I think if you actually went and saw somebody, it would be diagnosed as such. You hate it so much and you hate the federal law enforcement so much that you would rather just diminish them and demean them as being unqualified to do their jobs. Let me ask you, what do you think should be done about the 20 million criminal illegal aliens living in this country right now that came in the last 4 years? What do you think what would you rather have them do?
I'd like to see them deported, but we don't have to spit on them and kick them in the ass as we deport them.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Can you show me, point me, direct me to any evidence of an officer spitting or kicking somebody as they deport them? You're making statements again. So
put an alligator. You're right. Putting people in Alligator Alley is much better than being spit on. You're right, Bob. Good call.
Alligator Alley. You're talking about the ICE detention facility that is the same as every other holding facility around the country, right? Because you do know that. Right. The only difference is there's alligators in the swamp around it. But you realize that nobody's being fed to alligators, right?
If Bob Frantz from 10 years ago heard what Bob Frantz
you don't know. Solomon, hold on. You keep changing. I'm asking you very direct questions. First of all, give me an example of somebody spitting on somebody who's being deported, kicking them in the A on the way out, and you brought up Alligator Alley for some reason or another. I don't know why, because have there been any alligator attacks of detainees in Florida? Give me some evidence of what you're claiming here, Solomon, or is that all you have is, I'm sure because I'm a radical leftist TDS sufferer, so I'm going to ascribe the worst things in the world to the federal agents that are doing the job required of them because...
You're a joke.
And so now just give me a personal insult. Okay, good. Well, Solomon, I think this is productive. I'm glad you called. Thank you. It's very productive. It helps all of us to know exactly where leftists come from. And now we know where you're coming from. You make things up that you have no evidence for whatsoever, and when you are just completely and soundly defeated, you call somebody a joke. Well played. Well played. Thank you to Jim Jordan.